Extensions of Mendelian genetics under patterns of inheritance. Dominance can be incomplete. So let us define first incomplete dominance. Incomplete dominance, it is a condition in which neither member of a pair of contrasting alleles is completely expressed when the other is present, while polygenes are two or more pairs of genes that affect the same character in additive fashion. So, not every gene consists of a dominant allele and a recessive allele. So, for example, when red-flowered and white-flowered phlox are crossed, the offspring do not have red or white flowers. I will show you the picture. So this Punnett square shows incomplete dominance. The homozygous red flower has two dominant red alleles, and these are represented by the letters RR, the two big letter R. The homozygous white flower is represented by small letter r. Their offspring are all heterozygous RR, and they have pink flowers. So we can see here the first is the parental generation. We have the red and the white flower. That when crossed produces pink flowers. So it is the first filial generation and then the second filial generation. The pink flowered plants are clearly the heterozygous individuals in which neither the red allele nor the white allele is completely dominant. When the heterozygote has a phenotype that is intermediate between those of its two parents, the responsible alleles are said to show incomplete dominance. So let us define first what is phenotype. So when we say phenotype, it refers to the observable physical properties of an organism. So these include the organism's appearance, development, and behavior. An organism's phenotype is determined by its genotype. Some characters are governed by more than one gene. So let us define this statement. Some characters are governed in their expression by many related genes known as polygenes. Because each individual gene is polygenic, inheritance makes a small contribution to the organism's phenotype. A character affected by polygenes exhibits a wide range of variability. So from the word itself, poly meaning more than, it is composed of more than one gene. So for example, So it is the parental generation. So we have the dark red wheat kernel and white wheat kernel. So it is the first filial generation and the second filial generation. So the color of wheat kernels is an example of polygenic inheritance, as are height, fruit size, and several other characteristics in certain plants. So if a wheat plant with dark red kernels is crossed with a plant that produces white kernels, their offspring are light red, that is, intermediate in color. So it is the result in which the color is intermediate red. So lastly, let us contrast incomplete dominance and the polygenic inheritance. Some characters are not inherited by simple Mendelian rules. Incomplete dominance is a condition in which neither a member of a pair of contrasting alleles is completely expressed when the other is present. In incomplete dominance, a heterozygote exhibits a phenotype intermediate between those of its two parents. Polygenes are two or more pairs of genes that affect the same character in additive fashion. In polygenic inheritance, each individual gene makes a small contribution to the organism's phenotype.